212.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now, we want to bring forth to the stage a very special guest, the undisputed.
Nah, son, baby. And this is another episode.
Can't help but swing it, boy. Swing it, brother, swing.
And this is your host. Nah, son, baby. Here we go. Microphone check 1212. This is your host, not son, baby. And this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. And I'm with Choclt, not chocolate. It's Choclt. You know what I'm saying? Because she got that clit. Right. That good clit, you know, because I've seen her, you know, get head on a listen, this lovely lady got like head on top of a desk.
Yes. On
top of the desk. And it wasn't even the playroom, it was the lounge area, and her and another guy decided to get it in, and it was a sight to see. You know what I'm saying? It was a sight to see. Did he drown?
He didn't drown, because see, what happens is, I know what I can do. I can kick a tsunami, and I was trying not to drown this poor man, because he had on his shirt and his pants, and I don't think he was ready for that. So I held it in. Your boy was doing a phenomenal job, but I held it in because I could have drowned that poor man.
But he was knee deep. Oh. Not knee deep. He was tongue deep, face deep.
Listen,
and a pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he was deep, and he was scrumptious. He was doing the damn thing. Ooh-wee.
So tell the men the art of licking clit, because your name is Choclt for a reason.
See, I'm Choclt, all this woman right here. But the art of licking that clit is like you're tongue kissing that clit. It's a nice sensual tongue kiss, and you're going up and down around that clitoris, up and down in the vagina, all around. It's making sure he's getting nothing but love. So it's a passion, it's an art to it. And that brother was doing a damn thing last night.
You know what? Like when I lick clit, I like write her name in cursive with my tongue. You know what I'm saying? That's like the cheat code. I tongue kiss her name, or even if she give me a fake name, or even if I forget her name, I tongue kiss my name on the clit. You feel me? Because it's my pussy at that time. So is that like an art? Because a lot of dudes, they like all over the place. Give these tongue game having motherfuckers tips on licking the clit.
So everyone has their own thing, and that's a nice thing. What you just said, you tongue kissing her name. That's so sensual.
And cursive. I write it in cursive.
Oh, listen, that's an extra swirl to it.
Because they don't do cursive writing anymore. They own the fucking computers, but I make sure that I write in cursive. You did? I'm not throwing away that Chicago education away so soon. I'm using it for my own benefit.
Okay.
Ow.
Listen, that cursive has a little extra swirl to it. So as you're licking that clit going up and down, I think of my name, that C, that H, that O, that C, that extra L, and that extra T, with all those extra swerves, baby, going up and down in my clit.
Okay, you get me hot under the collar. So talk about your group. Let's talk about, first of all, where are you based?
So Choclt Swing Culture is based in New England. I'm in Rhode Island. There are a lot of folks in Massachusetts, Connecticut. We have an array of individuals. We started our group because we wanted to play with people who look like us, people of color. And we started this group because not that we don't dig and vibe with our counterparts, but we wanted to be able to play with our own people who looked just like us. So Choclt Swing Culture came around in August, and we have been having a ball, just really connecting with each other and those in our own culture and community.
Wait. You need to hook me up with them Cape Verdean chicks. You know what I'm saying? They like the Puerto Ricans of Africa. So wait, do y'all throw events in Providence? Because I need to bring some Cape Verdean chicks to your events. You dig?
We have all events. So not only just Cape Verdeans, but all of our sisters of all colors, because we come in shades of chocolate, okay? And just loving it. So we have people of color, both Black American, African American, Latino, Cape Verdean, every which way you want it, but a person who identifies as a person of color. We do have parties in Providence. We actually have a hotel takeover coming October 1st. It's going to be in Providence, our first hotel takeover, and we are excited. We are doing some meet and greets. We have one more Memorial Day weekend. We're going to be hosting a meet and greet in Hartford, Connecticut that Saturday. and we're going to partner with another group of ours, Over the Moon. So we're going to do a meet and greet on Friday and Saturday in Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay, so what's the name of your group again?
Choclt Swing Culture.
So, okay, you have Over the Moon, Choclt Swing Culture, and there's one more, but I'm not sure if you fuck with this group because I don't know the politics in New England. I just know about Thick City. Are you familiar with them?
So I'm actually an admin in Thick City. So I actually have...
But no. The reason why I say that, because there's a lot of dissension between groups,
Yes.
like in the South. So I just want to make sure it was cool for me to plug certain groups because I don't know who fuck with who, you know what I'm saying?
You're very right. So I am an admin in 3 groups. I'm very active in all 3 groups. Of course, Choclt Swing Culture, because I created that group, as well as Over the Moon, my girl Takara, and Thick City with my girl Nina. We partner. So I know that there are different politics and people in different states have, different rifts or whatever. One of the things about our groups and our communities is that we stick together. And so those are my girls, and we partner all together. Matter of fact, I'm here with Takara right now. Nina's on her way. So that's what we do.
So tell people how you gain that camaraderie instead of looking at each other as competition. Because it's still like New England, okay, you have Rhode Island, you have Massachusetts. Wait, how you pronounce Massachusetts? How you say it?
Massachusetts. No, Massachusetts.
I say Mass, goddamn it. I don't have time. I get tongue tied as it is. But okay, you have Mass, you have Rhode Island and Connecticut. Does like New Hampshire and Maine and Vermont count or something?
They do. So New England, because we're so small. We're small but mighty. Don't get us wrong. Okay. Like myself, I'm fun size, but holla.
Listen, big things come in small packages. Ow.
Damn right. I'm only 5'3" a little bit. Hence why I wear heels, but that's a whole other situation. But you know what? We're a small community, so in order to get together, we just make it happen. And we're 3 strong women. We have a good following. The Choclt Swing Culture does focus on people of color only, but our other 2 groups include everybody. So we just have a good time. We have, there's a lot of people who are in multiple groups, but we just have so much fun, and we get together and we support each other. And that's the glory of our groups. We really do support each other. We're friends. We'll call each other and be like, all right, listen, how are you doing today? We're not just lifestyle. We can call each other and say, how was your day? But we get together and we have a good time. And it's no competition because, baby, there's not a love out there for everybody.
So Choclt Swing Culture is more or less a safe haven for so-called black people, black and brown, whatever the case may be.
That's right, black and brown. We don't just discuss sex. We talk about everything. So we actually have a video call on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. We call it the hot seat. The first hour we do, somebody's on the hot seat. We can ask any questions, and they have to be real with us, and we get all up in their business. But after that first hour, we turn into an open forum, and we hit every subject, every topic, because we can relate with each other. And it's just really important that as a community, we stick together on all entities and platforms. We're just doing each other and just having fun.
So how important it is to, bring forth, not bring forth, but how important it is to be, first of all, before I ask that question, do you consider yourself a pioneer in the Black New England swing community? Because I didn't know they had a community beyond New York,
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say I guess I could say a pioneer, but I don't like to take the credit.
No, you gotta talk your shit.
I know.
No time. Only slaves are humble. You gotta talk your shit.
I'm humble because you know what? We were all out there. We just didn't know about each other, right? So, and we were in different groups and different cliques and different things. It's like, oh, wait a minute, what about us? So we just got together because it's not just about me. I mean, I am Choclt of Choclt Swing Culture. Don't get me wrong, but it's a group. We have a phenomenal admin team, and without this team, our group would not be as live as it is. We have almost 1,000 people right now. So it's not just about me, but we are, and I say we because it's a credit of our community, our culture. Choclt Swing Culture is each person. And without each person, we wouldn't have the culture because we are the culture.
So, so how do you build an untapped market? Tell people, like you may have people in other parts of the country or in a state where there's not a flourishing swing community or it's non-existent. So how would you tell people to build their swing community, build their tribe?
Word of mouth, trust, When people know that you have something that's real, it's not fake, it's not just about sex, it's not just about putting tits and ass. Now, don't get me wrong. I like tits and ass and sex. Don't get me wrong. I love some dingling. But it's about class. It's about how you do it. It's about how you're able to present it. And we're a group that is real. It's real. We have integrity. So that's so important.
So how do you squash issues amongst members? Because nowadays people want to be messy. They want to put each other on blast. When you see this dissension amongst the ranks, how do you egg it? How do you nip it in the bud before it gets messy? Because attention is the new currency nowadays. And instead of inboxing somebody, texting somebody, calling somebody, they feel the need to put somebody on blast. So how do you put the ashes onto the fire so it wouldn't grow from a spark to a 4-alarm blaze?
Let's just talk about it, right? Because I'm that person. So my background is HR. I mean, it just is what it is. So I'm into conflict resolution. Let's just talk about it. And I'm that girl who will call you, who will put my number out there and say, hey, if there's an issue, let's talk about it. I will tell people in a heartbeat. I will call somebody in a heartbeat. If I see something that's messy, I'm calling you and say, hey, what's up? It's Chocolate. Let's talk about something. And that's how we get out there. When I don't like messy, I can't stand messy. Messy doesn't get us far as a community. So I will put my number out there and call you in a heartbeat. And I don't mean just like, hey, we need to have a conversation. And we've had to remove people when things get messy, when things are unsafe, when things are not proper. It's time to go, because not everybody can handle being in the culture and being grown in the culture, right? So we have a conversation, and we don't have too much of that. We nip it in the butt real quick. That's what we do.
Well, people do have piss poor conflict resolution skills. And it's crazy because a lot of people want to blame the newbies. But I say that the newbies can only do what you allow. It's a lot of the vets who need to be vetted. So what do you say about veterans who what's that word? I'm an author. I don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
I'm just saying. Listen, we get the vets. We get everybody. Everybody is created equal. So the newbies
who keep shit going. Yeah. What about the vets?
Yeah. Just listen. I don't keep shit going. I'll nip in the butt and be like, all right, it's time for you to be excused. It's time to go. That's nice that you're a vet and you've been in the game for a while, but you're gonna be able to do this in a proper way. We have some good folk in our group, as well as all groups. We have some good folks. Yeah, of course, people are messy, right? But we try to make sure that you keep that outside the groups, because I don't have time for the bull crap. I want to be able to have some fun. I want to have some loving. I want to put myself on a desk and let somebody eat me until he's content. Just saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, she would ban her own mama if Mom Dukes doesn't act right in her group or at a swing party. You feel me?
Yeah. Listen, she got to go too. Love her, but that half outside the swing culture got to go.
So do you think that people play favorites? Because I notice a lot of hypocrisy. A lot of people talk that, we need to clean up the lifestyle, this, then, a third, but they allow the same people who are the epitome of who they feel is fucking up the lifestyle into their groups and events. So how do you not play favorites in your group?
We all know that everyone's biased. Everyone has a bias. And you try to maintain integrity. You try to make sure that those who are in the group are in the group doing the right thing for everybody, because it's not just a one-person show. So you really have to, this is life skills, integrity. You have to be able to use those skills to be able to say, okay, I can love you, but love you from afar. And if everybody's not respected, that person has to go. It takes a skill, it takes a strength.
So how do you feel when people, there's like a perception that, the white lifestyle is more, pristine, or is not as dramified as the black part, the Negro session of the lifestyle. So how do you feel about that perception that even black people have? Because I get sick. Listen, everybody got issues. Everybody got drama. But I say that, white people in the lifestyle for the most part, they have drama, but they're not messy. It's easily contained, because when you deal with people who got a lot to lose, they don't want their shit out there. But when you're dealing with people, not saying black people in general, but when you're dealing with people specifically who don't have anything to lose and they don't give a fuck, they're going to be messy. But back to the question, what do you think about the perception that, white people in the lifestyle, they don't got drama, they don't judge, they don't go through the same shit that black people do. So what do you think about that mindset that black people put themselves in a box and negatively stereotype themselves, as opposed to, or in contrast to their white counterparts?
White people have drama too. It just looks differently. They handle it differently. So I can say, for example, so I just came back from Hito, right? My partner and I went to Hito. He's sitting next to me. Hey, handsome. Hey, sugar. Just saying, y'all. Big Daddy's in the house. Yeah, back to subject. So, we just came from Hito. His first time being at Hito and the lifestyle, and we had a phenomenal time. That week was sexy silvers and a very mature crowd. No drama, just chilling. He enjoyed it in the lifestyle. It was a little different because people are more approachable. Now at an event with majority of us are people of color. Sometimes people are a little more guarded. It just looks a little differently. Sometimes they're into drama, but we just have to just know that, just treat everybody the same, because I know we folk of color we're just a little different, and that's okay. Difference not bad, right?
It could be like the PTSD could be triggered sometimes, you know?
Yeah. It's not bad, but we're just you just work through it. You just know that you're in a different environment. Just keep the drama down, because things that are drama to us, white folks don't care. They don't care about.
They just want to get that nut.
They just want to get that nut, and just, we don't look at this and he's looking at this and, but it is what it is. We just have fun and just make it happen. That's what I'm about.
So how did you know that the lifestyle was for you? How did you get in the game?
So I've always believed in open relationships.
So where do you get that belief? It had to spawn someplace.
So when I was 16, I had a boyfriend, and I had another guy who was interested in me, and I was like, I don't want to give him up. Well, why do I? And then he had a girlfriend. So since I was 16, I've been dating and seeing the same guy. And I've been married twice. He's been married in partners, and we've still been together. And I've always known that I have loved more than one person at a time. But I also like sex. I'm just saying. So I recognize that I like the openness of being ethically non-monogamous. My partner is aware that I have other sexual partners. I started swinging probably about 5 or 6 years ago, because I really like the aspect of, listen, I got my partner, I got my husband, I got my man's at home or with me. I just want to go out and have some good sex. I want to be sexually liberated. Go have some sex, and then I'm going home with you. That's not even a problem. We going home together, and just have fun with it.
So break down that term, ethically non-monogamous, because a lot of people don't know what that means. So break it down.
You know what? It's allowing your partner, or just knowing and having conversations with your partner, that you are going to be with other people. I love you, but I'm going to be with other people. People always talk about monogamy with one person. I don't feel that one person can completely satisfy all my needs. So instead of going out there cheating, we're going to ethically have this conversation and say, you know what? You and I have this relationship, and I'm going to have a relationship with somebody else, whether it be sexually, whether it be a love relationship, because I'm solo poly as well. It's important to have those conversations and not know that I'm not going to cheat on you, because cheating is mistrust. And that's where most relationships go wrong, when there's a cheating aspect in that relationship, not telling the truth.
So break down solo poly, because it seems like an oxymoron, like jumbo shrimp. Like solo, how can you be solo and be polyamorous? Shouldn't you be in a relationship? Like break it down. Break that term down, because a lot of people are confused, even in a polyamory community, about that term. Solo poly.
Okay, so this is from the Gospel of Choclt, right? This isn't from anyone else, but from my definition of solo poly, I am the main person in that relationship. So my partner is not poly at the moment. Well, okay, boo, whatever you want. But my partner is not poly, right? So he and I are in a relationship. I also have other outside relationships that I can love, because poly just means more than one, and you can have love relationships. Anyone can swing, because swinging is having those relationships without having love in it. They're just having sex and doing what they do, and that's nice. I love people, and I love my partners. When I am with a partner, it's not just for love. It's not just for sex, it's for love. So it allows me to have the ability to love more than one person, but I'm also the main person in that relationship. I'm the main person.
So tell people how they should present being poly. Like, let's just say you meet somebody, when that conversation should come up when you first meet someone and you not sure that if that person will be receptive to you being poly or they're down for that dynamic? Because a lot of people, they're raised to be monogamous. So how would you present that, okay, I'm poly, this is me, accept me who I am, hear me roar, you know what I'm saying? How would you present it? Or when you should present it, from the start or during a conversation when you get to know that person, when you're in the midst of getting to know that person?
I am 100% truthful. I will automatically let somebody know that I am non-monogamous because I don't ever want to deceive anybody. My current partner and I have been together for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. And from the beginning, I've said I'm a swinger. I am not monogamous. I will never be with just one person. Doesn't mean that I don't love you, and I love them to pieces. There is a need for something else as well, as more, I should say. But I have those conversations from the beginning is important because you don't want to deceive somebody from going to a relationship and all of a sudden not giving them the choice to move forward. That's where people go wrong all the time. They want to hide it. They don't want to tell nobody. No, I'm telling you from the get. I'm Choclt. My name is Choclt, and I'm a platinum card holder of the Solo Poly Club, the Swinger Club, the More Than One Club. Maybe because I'm greedy, but just saying.
It's kind of like whether you're a swinger or polyamorous. It's kind of like having a pimp mentality. Well, okay, you fucking this person, but at the end of the day, you coming home with me. Because a lot of people, they say they're physically in the lifestyle, but mentally and emotionally, they're still vanilla or they're still monogamous. That's why a lot of people, they can't stomach the sight and the idea of their mate fucking somebody else. And that's why they come in a lifestyle single, but then either they have a husband or wife at home or they frolic with single people until they get in a relationship. And when they get in a relationship, it's somebody who's vanilla. And then when they break up, they come back in a swing lifestyle. So how do you feel about people who use the lifestyle as their playground? They're not really bad at it. They just use it as their playground without the intentions of wifing or hubbying somebody in the lifestyle because they feel that I can't stomach the idea of my mate being satisfied with somebody else. How do you get over that hump? Because it's easy to be a soldier when there's no war. It's easy to say I'm about this life until you see your girlfriend getting her back blown out or your husband fucking the shit out of a dude. Husband fucking the shit out of a guy. Well, that's gay people in the lifestyle too, but that's a whole nother discussion. When you see a dude fucking the shit out of another chick and he's doing positions that he didn't even do on you. So how do you deal with that at the beginning?
It's hard. I can tell you the first time I saw my partner with somebody else, and actually the first time I saw my partner eat another woman out, I had to step out the room for a second because I'm like, wait a minute, that's my shit. Wait a minute, that's an intimate moment. But I realized, bitch, you about to have somebody eat you out. So what you worried about it for? And I realized at the end of the day, this nigga come home with me. This brother's coming home with me. So I recognize you have to be able to watch your partner be intimate with somebody else, and you be okay with it, knowing that this person, your partner's coming back home with you. There's a lot of freaky stuff. There's people that we do different things with different people, but at the end of the day, they're going home with you. What you sweating it for? Go ahead and go do you. I love watching my partner play. I absolutely love it. Go play. Go do that. I'm not into anal. Go ahead, boo. Handle that. Bring your ass back home.
So how do you soften the insecurities of a dude? He may not be as blessed as other men, and they see you getting fucked by dudes who are 9 inches, 10 inches, 11, 12, 13 and up. What would you say to your mate if he's not packing? If he's slacking in his packing, you feel me? Like, how do you enjoying it, but how do you soften that insecurity, or not even soften it, take away that insecurity?
At the end of the day, you know that your mate is satisfying you. It's not always about sex, right? When you have a love relationship, it's not just about sex. So I'm able to, my partner, when I have a partner, our relationship is much deeper than just sex. Sex is good. I'm going to go get sex from anybody or from somebody. It's much stronger than that. So I've always said, hey, listen, at the end of the night, no matter what it looks like, whatever, I'm coming home to you. No matter what the size is, I'm getting banged up, I'm getting, dick down, I'm coming home to you. Don't worry about all that, because I always make sure that my partner is taken care of first. Let me just be real about that. My partner is taken care of first in any situation. I'm making sure that he is all right. You good? Whatever case may be, because you know that I'm yours, right? I'm yours, you're mine, and I'm make sure you're taken care of. Then I'm gonna go get dick down. Let's be real, because at the end of the day, I'm coming home with you, boo.
Okay, so before we leave this motherfucker, break down the difference between swinging and polyamory.
Love.
The difference and the similarities.
Love. So the difference between swinging and poly is love. That's all it is. Couples that swing will have their full relationship, and then they will be sexually intimate with somebody else. And there's no love attached to it, right? We women, we all need to love connection. But at the end of the day, when you're swinging, you go to a party, you go hook up with somebody, you have sex with them, you go home. And there's no bond, there's no love. There are swing partners that you are friendly with and that you have a love for, but to be in love with somebody, that's where poly comes in. Poly gives you the opportunity and the ability to love your partner, to be in love, to have unconditional love with multiple partners, your partner and others. The main difference between the two is love. From the Gospel of Choclt, just saying.
And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Son, baby. Check out my website at www.notsonblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, Fuck. Yes, you heard right. F-U-C-K. Fuck. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. It'll make you say, na, ow. And shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Dig. And on that note, until next time, peace.